Hey guys, what's up? Today we are going to do an unboxing and review for the new Fifine microphone. This is the K678 professional USB microphone model. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Just right off the bat, I can see that this box is very sturdy, so if you want to bring the microphone around with you, this is a very safe way to do so, and I also think it will make a really good gift. I was gifted this microphone for free to test out, but all these opinions will be my own. So I went ahead and cut that open, so we should be able to open it right up like that. Okay, so right off the bat, we have their social media accounts on there, and it comes with a little user's manual. Up here, I see that we have foam to protect the microphone. We're just going to take it out. It is packed very nicely in there. So here we go. It was completely protected with the foam all around, and this is pretty heavy and sturdy. So this is all metal, and so is this, of course. The mic with the stand together is about 1.5 pounds, whereas the mic alone is about 1 pound. Inside we do have this, if you need it. Everything is packed very securely in there, so you don't have to worry about the packages coming damaged. And here is the USB cable. I believe this is 6 feet long. And like I said, everything came very neatly packaged. There is a spot for everything, and everything is in its place. And if you need it, it does come with the Velcro so that it does not get tangled along with everything else. Here is the microphone itself. It already comes pre-installed for you, so all you have to do is plug it in. On the bottom, we have some place for the stereo headset to go, and you can adjust the volume of the audio from the mic and from the headsets if you need to. And of course, we got a spot for where you want to put in the USB. I will say this mic is very portable, so if you decide to use this box to carry it, it's fine. But this, I suspect you can just throw in your bag also because it's so sturdy. So right now I am recording with just the Surface Laptop 2 internal microphone. And right now I am using the K678 microphone to record. I'm going to pick it up, and as you can see that the little green light is on right now and it's working fine. And in my opinion, I think it's sounding a lot more crispy. So again, there are two settings. The top setting is for the microphone to adjust the volume, and then the bottom is for a headset if you plan to use one and connecting it to the bottom. So I'm going to mess around with the microphone settings for now. So right now I have it about right in the middle. So if I go down here, it should be lowering my volume a little bit all the way until it is completely muted, and then that should be fine. And then now we are going to go all the way back up and see if we can go to the max volume and see if it sounds any different or if it's getting distorted at all. I like this microphone feature a lot, so we are going to go back until we hit back into the middle, and then we are going to leave it in the middle for the rest of the video. So right off the bat, what I noticed was that there was no distortion when I was going up to the maximum volume. However, I could hear myself breathing and things like that. So just be careful if you are using this for a podcast, because if you burp or something, everyone is going to be able to hear it. At the lowest volume, I noticed that it does not mute completely, which is fine. There is a mute button here, which I will demonstrate. So right now it is on green, but it should turn red when I'm completely muting myself. So I'm going to head and try that right now, but I will keep talking that. So as you could see, I believe that it would just cut me off as soon as I hit the mute. And I hope that that worked perfectly fine, and you could hear if it could go in and out very quickly or not. So there was a couple of things I noticed from that sound test alone. The very first thing I noticed is that if you change the angle of the microphone, that the voice will sound different. So if I change it a little to the left, you can see that my voice sounds different from this angle versus, let's say, this angle versus back to our starting point. So that is the first thing I noticed. The second thing I noticed is when you mute yourself, there is a little bit of that sound. It's not like a complete muting button sound, but I don't think it comes across as a very strong. And I feel like if you're in the middle of a sentence and you're talking, then the mute button, you can probably hear it. So I will demonstrate it like here while I. As you can see, it does go p, and then it mutes you, but I think that's fine, especially if you're not talking at all. I will try to demonstrate that right now. The third thing I noticed was that when you're muting and unmuting yourself, there's no distortion of the volume during that point. A lot of times with some microphones, if you come back from unmute, there's some kind of like weird range of noises that happen when you do it right away or right when you plug in your microphone, but I realized with this microphone that does not happen. Keep in mind that I am recording at about 50% of the volume, so less is more in this case, and I don't feel like you have to ramp up the volume full way to get the benefits of this microphone. So now we will do some additional sound checks. It might seem that I'm close to the microphone, but I'm actually not. I would say my lips are about a foot away from the microphone at this point. And then here I am talking directly into the microphone, very close up. This is for you guys who like to do ASMR and things like that. I will say now that I am about 2 feet away, I will try to show you guys a different way on how you can gauge the distance. So the microphone is on and I will say I'm about 1 feet away at this point. Right now I would say I'm about 2 to 2.5 feet away. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the rolling of my chair as I'm doing this. Now I would say I'm about 3 feet away. I don't know if anyone would be recording at this kind of distance, but it might be good to pick up the sound around you should you need it. And it would also be a good chance to see if you can hear any of the noises going on in the background while you are recording. And as you can see, I'm talking, but let's see what happens if I am not talking. And then while I'm talking, let's see if we can pick up those noises as well. Okay, so what did I notice? I noticed that my voice sounds a lot more crisp when I am right directly next to the microphone and not when I am far away, which is good if you know you are talking directly into the microphone, which most of us do. There is some aspect of noise canceling, which is more prominent when you're closer to the microphone. It's still there when you're a little bit away from the microphone, but more or less so maybe this isn't great for if you're trying to pick up your entire surrounding, but it's good for if you're talking to the mic straight up. Okay, so now I am back recording on my iPhone camera, and what do I think about this microphone so far and what are my final thoughts? First things first, this microphone is great. I think it is a studio microphone in the sense that it captures your voice very, very well. I think the volume adjustments and controls do their job spectacularly. In addition, I like that this light up LED feature is a thing and you can turn it on and off whenever you want to, so you can definitely mute yourself, especially if it's right in front of you. It's very, very convenient. I like that it came pre-packaged for you already so that you did not have to install anything. You could just plug it in right from the get-go. It took me about less than 5 seconds to take off this cap from the USB and use it and plug it right into my computer. I also think that this is very handy. This stand is so strong, and I don't know if other people will notice this, but it has rubber right on the bottom of the metal stand so that it will not slide and it will not move if you're shaking the table. I think the microphone is very well designed, and it even came with a dust jacket if you don't plan on using it. It's a gray here and then it's black all the way around. It's a very good length, I feel, for a microphone, especially if you are plugging this into your desktop, which sometimes is farther away. I like that you can adjust all the settings from the microphone itself, and you don't have to do anything from a computer. In addition, I think it was packaged very, very well, and then there was no room for the microphone to get banged up at all. I also feel that the microphone is very versatile because it gives you the option to use a headset with it along with a USB cable for any kind of computer, but it also has an adapter if you decide to use it for something else. I think this microphone would be great for at-home use or even portable use as well. The quality is very good for what it is. I think it is at a very good price point for something that's very comparable to, let's say, the Blue Yeti or something like that. I would probably recommend this item for things like YouTube or even podcasts. I think it captures a person's real voice very well while also getting the very small details without overdoing it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my unboxing and review, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye!